had to take my lumps, I had to keep pushing. And then when I had an opportunity to grab onto a little success, it made me appreciate it that much more because, all my career I've been told what I couldn't do.
Big Ben Wallace began his journey in a place where stars don't come from. The no-stoplight town of Whitehall, Alabama, has roughly 1,000 residents, and the Wallace children make up 11 of them.
My family was poor. My mom being so strong, she always encouraged us to appreciate the things that we got, and continue to work hard for the things that we want.
As the 10th child, Ben's struggle was just to get noticed, even on the basketball court.
People telling me I couldn't do this or I couldn't do that. I started to use all of everything that people were saying, for motivation.
Unrecruited out of high school and undrafted out of college, Ben's NBA dream seemed totally out of reach.
It's a real strange emotion that goes through your body when you start to doubt yourself. All I was starving for was an opportunity. Just give me an opportunity.
Cuts, stints in Europe, trades. Ben was a basketball nomad just looking to find a home.
Every year I get a little closer to the door and the door would close. It was frustrating, but it kept me humble. At least I had an opportunity to peek through the crack and know that there's hope on the other side of that door. If I can just get past this door and get in, then, I have opportunity to show everybody what I can do.
In 2000, yet another stop on a seemingly endless journey landed Ben in Detroit, a city where people were given a fighting chance, but being traded for a superstar was already one strike against him.
Coming to Detroit, I knew it was going to be a lot of talk about Grant Hill. I didn't want to come in and feel like I had to fill that role. I just wanted to come in and, try to give everybody the opportunity to see what I can bring to the table.
Ben brought one thing to the Pistons that he knew nobody could match: his work ethic.
Here's Ben Wallace right now. Obviously, if you look at his body, you can see this man does a lot of preparation. He does all the things to get himself ready. He's one of the first guys in the gym. He's one of the last guys to leave. I mean, this man is unbelievable.
If you see one guy working hard, then it's contagious, and everybody else start to pick it up a little bit.
Slide a little bit. There you go. Right there.
I want to go out there and lead by example. I don't want to have to, sit around and talk to a guy and be like, man, you got to do this, you got to do that. I just want to go out and just do it.
Against all odds at 6'7", Ben Wallace became a dominant center with the Pistons, creating a blue-collar identity that resonated with an entire city.
Oh, Ben Wallace, a play at Town Hall!
When Grant Hill was here, this was a finesse team. And as great a player as Grant Hill was, the city never fell in love with Grant Hill. Ben Wallace came here, and he kind of represented what a lot of people in the city like to think that they're about. So they took to him in a heartbeat.
It was definitely more than basketball for me. I just had an opportunity to come in and be adopted and welcomed with open arms by the whole entire city.
Where we from? Detroit! Where we from? Detroit! What time is it?
Ben became the embodiment of perseverance. He rose from nothing to be a champion, a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, and the face of a franchise.
I thought me and Detroit was meant for each other. We had a relationship that was, was great for me.
The 2005-2006 season began with a new head coach and a new philosophy. Flip Saunders stressed offense, and the Pistons responded with the best record in the league. But entering the Eastern Conference Finals against the Miami Heat, Detroit was showing cracks in its armor.
Wade finding an open area inside, drives hard, draws the foul. Oh! Wade puts it in!
Miami had the Pistons on the ropes, and in Game 6, Flip Saunders made a decision that Ben Wallace will never forget. Looking for more offensive firepower, Wallace was benched for the last 12 minutes of the game.
Watching those guys out there trying to get it done, and I'm on the bench watching, it's a sickening feeling. There's a lot of things that's going through your mind. You take on a lot of different emotions at that point in time, and just a sense of emptiness, man.
It's going to be a very disappointing ending to what many thought was going to be a championship. They were destined.
I start to ponder whether I can, still help this team. Whether this team is better off without me.
I can't just open it all the way up, right? If he's going to attack it, go ahead. I got to make an explosive step right there, and I have to somehow try to keep him under control.
Meanwhile, Scott Skiles was trying to instill toughness into his young Chicago Bulls. And with that end in mind, he and general manager John Paxson paid a visit to the top free agent in the league. Suddenly, the Nomad was being courted.
That really strikes as something significant, is the fact that this is the first time where he could be the man and have the franchise kind of built around him.
But it was Skiles' approach to defense that finally sold Ben.
This is not good enough, okay? This is too much.
From talking to him, it sort of reminded me of how we played when we won the championship.
And just like that, the face of the Pistons had become a Chicago Bull.
Is your heart still in Detroit? Everybody knows my heart at, man. My heart's in my chest. Coming to Chicago, man, it was an eerie feeling, man. It's like, you know, for so long, Chicago, Detroit, big rivals. It's just like, man, I'm changing sides. I'm playing with the enemies now.
But if the transition has been difficult for Ben, nobody's noticed. He's immediately shown the Bulls the indomitable spirit of an undersized center with an oversized heart.
Gordon around the screen. Nice dish inside. Big Ben Wallace. Gordon, good fake, kicks it out. Nocioni for three. Breathes Wallace, kept there again.
At age 32, many doubt whether Big Ben can lead the Bulls back to glory. Some say he can't do it, but it's never a good idea to bet against Ben Wallace.
New place, new team, new arena, new uniform, new teammates, but still same old Ben. I ain't changing. Stay the same person. The fire never leaves. I go out and play every game like it's my last. You see that fire.